Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another Blog Tech Tips. In today's tutorial, guys, I'd like to do a review of the Nintendo Switch 2. And of course, this is my general view on the Switch 2 and whether or not it's worth it as a device that you can purchase and enjoy. Alright, so the first thing I love about the Switch 2 in that I have never had a Switch 1 or the first generation Switch is that the design. Alright, so first of all, it comes with a very nice screen, and of course you get plenty of screen real estate. That's very nice. Next thing I like about the Switch is that it comes with a very nice modular design, meaning I can easily switch between several modes, such as, for example, there is the portable mode as seen here, or you can switch to tabletop mode where you simply can play. All right, or there is, as in tabletop mode, you can pop this out anywhere and enjoy gaming with your friends. You can also use this controllers or Joy-Cons. They can be used for single player, or they can double for two player, or you can attach them to the control dock and turn them into a standard controller. And it's very simple, just similar to attaching them to your device to simply snap them into place. They are magnetically locked in. There you go. It's now a full controller that you can use to control your device. So those are some of the things I like. The other mode that is perfect is dock mode. So here we are in dock mode. So it's now attached to the dock. And of course you have the controller for this mode. And it simply attaches to the TV easily. And this is the full mode in which it's connected to the TV. You can really enjoy your games in all their glory. All right, so you have three very distinct modes to which you can easily convert for either home enjoyment, portable fun, or of course group play. And what I like about the Switch 2 is that it all works. Nothing is gimmicky. It's all well thought out, and everything simply snaps right into place and it just works. All right, so that's what I like about the Switch 2 right off the bat. There's a kickstand on the back that comes with a very solid material. You get lots of ports such as a headphone jack. There is the area for the games, and of course the attachment for charging. One on this side, one on the lower side. There's volume up and down, and there's power. All right, and of course the controllers attach, and they're very firm magnetically, and it was well thought out. And according to what I've seen from the Switch 1, it's a great improvement. Overall, graphics, it's very solid graphics, and you do get a lot of solid game titles. Some of the classics that makes this really worth it is games such as Mario Kart, as you can see there, which is the first option. This is one of the great titles and one of the ones I recommend you get straight off the bat. And Mario Wonder, which is a classic one from the Switch 1, but it's still backward compatible. So meaning you can still play your Switch 1 games on your Switch 2, and there's even Switch 2 games or Switch 2 versions that ups the graphics. All right, so you have a lot of game titles in the backlog as well as new ones releasing all the while. So there's a lot of games to play. And what I like about Nintendo games is, of course, they might not be the most powerful in terms of graphics and performance, but they do have those hard-hitting titles such as Mario, there is Zelda, and a lot more. All right, you also can get free games such as car race games that you would get from your phone, such as Asphalt, for free, but other games are paid. Now, of course, the Switch, so far it's in its early stages, but so far I enjoy it. Who is this meant for? Now, this will be perfect for a child such as a young daughter, male or female, it would work, daughter or son. All right, the kids would really enjoy this. It's also a great family unit for you to enjoy games such as Mario Kart. Now, Mario Kart is one of those classic games in which you can really get down and enjoy yourselves. And of course, what I like is that everything is included out of the box, and it's two-player already straight out of the box. You can add additional controllers for more fun. However, you do not need anything else except the unit out of the box to start really enjoying the game system. All right, another thing I like about this as well is that the systems is very robust, and it includes lots of settings to add customizations. You have Bluetooth support and a variety of stuff that attaches to external headphones, even Bluetooth speakers that gives you solid sound support. I will not be showing any gameplay as I do not want to get a copyright strike, but of course you have great games and they're all very nice. Now, this would be great as a gift for a child or just a family unit that everybody can enjoy around the house. Things I like about the Switch 2 as well is that it's color scheme, meaning that it has this matted finish, and of course it gives that clear distinction between the Switch 1 and the Switch 2. Performance wise, it's been a champ, and of course the games perform solidly. For example, Mario Kart World, which is the first game here, is so much fun and the graphics is perfect, and it's the perfect Switch 2 game, as I was saying earlier, to start yourself off with. Mario Wonder is also a great game, and of course it's really fun, and there's also a Switch 2 version, but I find that the first version for the Switch is still great, so I got that version, plus the price is way better. All right, now for the things that I hate about the Switch 2, number one, it's very expensive in terms of cost, meaning for the standard Switch you can probably get it if there's no deals, and you hardly ever find any deals, it's around USD 450. All right, that's $450 for this unit. Although it gives a lot of value, it could have been more affordable in terms of price as the original Switch was. Second thing that is expensive about this unit is the games. You do get a bundle that comes with Mario Kart World, which is the bundle that I showed earlier, which is the one I got, which is for extra $50. So for a total of $500, you can get the Mario World Switch 2 game, which is the Switch 2 game, and of course that's for $500 total. You get a starting game, which is a great solid game to truly show off the power of the Switch, and of course the unit itself. All right, so the price could have been better. Next thing is that the games themselves, the additional games, they do cost a pretty penny, and of course what I don't like is that the games don't really go on sale. You do get sometimes sales that you might find in the Nintendo eShop, but of course those are far and in between. You do get nice titles that you can actually find. So as you can see here, there's a lot of titles that you can find that covers various genres, so different things like Kirby, and of course you have various games. However, I find that with the overall games that they tend to be expensive and they don't drop often in prices, so that's another thing that Nintendo needs to work on. In terms of updates, you get timely updates. The system as well is very robust, but do not under any circumstances drop these as they'll break easily. Next thing, the first thing you want to get is to get a proper case, and of course along with your case get a proper screen protector. There's one on this now in case it were to fall, and of course you'll need a solid case as the case that I have here, which is this hardened case, and of course I have a review of this coming up along with the unboxing that shows off this case and the features that you get with it. And of course it's a great value as it comes with several additional stuff that included in the package that really makes it worth it, and that includes these thumb grips that gives you additional grips that makes these thumb sticks much more manageable. In terms of heat, it doesn't get very hot. In terms of sound, it produces solid sound that you can really enjoy. And of course, I like that, as I said earlier, it attaches to the TV, and when it attaches to the TV, it's just like a regular console. I like the options as there is a game for everybody that meets every criteria in terms of your RPG player, sports, car race, you name it. It's all here on the Nintendo Switch. It's a great family unit. I definitely recommend it as a child's gift. And of course, I recommend on purchasing it that you get a case, a screen protector, some thumb grips, and of course the protections that comes for protecting the unit itself. All right. Overall, I give this unit an easy 9 or 9.5 out of 10. Where I take off a half a point or a point is in terms of cost. If this had come maybe at like say maybe 400 or 350, it would be a great deal. And if the games came in at like maybe $70 to $50, with deals, then definitely I would say, again, I'll give it 10 out of 10. But as for the current time of this review, I definitely give this like a 9 out of 10 because of just basic overall expense to get started. But otherwise, it's very, very solid. You'll get a very flexible unit, as I said, that transforms into 3 different modes that works in any gaming situation and is just perfect in terms of deployment. And Nintendo wins in terms of uniqueness of console, and you'll be getting a 2-in-1, basically a portable system and a full-on console that can be played at home. You'll get the library of Nintendo games, and of course it will bring hours of fun and enjoyment. And overall, I do recommend it. However, just know that it's going to cost you upfront in terms of getting these, but overall I still recommend it because it's really fun and it was well thought out. And of course, it's a really unique device. And I think Nintendo will be very hard pressed to try to up this in terms of its flexibility and uniqueness. All right. So should you buy it? Definitely. But of course, as I said, the limiting factor is the price. But is the price worth it? Yes, it's worth it. However, it could be more affordable overall. All right, so I'm gonna end the tutorial here. You do get everything you need in the box to hook it up and everything. So the only thing that's missing in some cases is a game, but if you get a game bundle as the Mario World cart bundle, you'll be fine. All right, so I'm ending the tutorial here in terms of this review. And if you have any direct questions about the Nintendo Switch 2, please ask in the comments below. And as always, Ricardo Gardner from Blog Tech Tips saying bye until next time. Bye.